talk about American democracy a little bit, okay? So I'm registered to vote in the Braunston District North 38, the precinct code E109, Braunston Fire Department. Okay, so this is in Pulaski County. Now, there's 120 counties in Kentucky, and Pulaski County is one of them. The state representatives, it turns out we got 3 state representatives, so I guess the Pulaski County is divided up into 3 different state representative choices. We got a Soil and Water Conservation District Supervisor choice. We got a Board of Education race. We have, let's see, City Council, Commissioners. Okay, so overall, all the choices that I get, okay, so this is all for Pulaski County, so they put it all on one ballot, which is kind of crazy. Well, this is the sample ballot, so maybe when I get to the voting booth, they won't actually have, they'll just have the choices that I have. But I don't, there's Science Hill City, so when it comes to the, city commissioners, you get a vote up to 4, but I'm not a part of Science Hill. There's the City Council for Somerset. I'm not a part of Somerset. There's Burnside, so I don't vote on any of these races. None of these races affect me. So that's half the pages. There's only 2 pages here. Now, the other page here, when it comes to, let me just tell you what I do vote for, okay, and then I'll scratch the other ones off. So I get a vote for president. So on Election Day, November 28th, no. November 4th, no. 8th. But if you're the Republicans, it's November 28th. Okay, but I get 5 choices. I got 6 choices, 5 choices. Let's see, I got Donald J. Trump at the top of the ticket, right? Big shocker there, right? We're a safe state. We're voting Donald Trump, guaranteed. Now, there is some, Hillary Clinton is actually gaining in Mississippi because she's a Republican, and so people are like, do we want an authentic Republican or a fake Republican? Or no, she's probably a true Republican by now. Anyways, he's at the top of the ticket. Donald, I believe that this is a national election and anything could happen, but I'm a betting man. I'll put $100 that Donald Trump wins Mississippi, Kentucky, and all the safe states that typically are known as safe states. But I do believe it's a national election, which actually increases Jill Stein and, these third-party candidates because they can nadir them, right? They can have a nadir effect. They can take enough votes away. You want to win my vote over Hillary or Donald? Then you need to end the war on drugs and all the wars. You need to give a shit about, the environment, have a Green New Deal. You need to stop the militarization of the police, prison reform, and on and on and on and on and on. Pardon Edward Snowden and quit going after Julian Assange. Free Chelsea Manning. Free Leonard Peltier. Free Mumia Abu-Jamal. These are the things you need to talk about my issues, but they're not talking about my issues. Not even close. Okay, so I got Donald Trump, Michael R. Pence, Hillary Rodham Clinton. They put their whole names on them. We just got initials for the Republicans, right? Donald J. What's J stand for? Jew. Donald Jew Trump. Is that racist if I say Jew like that? If it's a hard Jew, it wasn't. I don't know. Maybe subconsciously. And it's anti-Semitic. You can hate, if you say I hate black people and say all the racist stuff, then you're racist. But if you don't like Jewish people, you're anti-Semitic. It just seems like it's such a more sophisticated phrase, right? And religion is dumb. Anyways, you're allowed to be dumb. I'm not Hitler, but I think religion's stupid, and it's caused a lot of turmoil. Carrying on! Jonathan, get on track, man. Okay, so there's Evan McMullen and Nathan Johnson. Evan McMullen, and he has actually been talked about that he could win, but his strategy is different. He's going to win Utah, and Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton are going to tie, but they're not going to have a majority, so the decision is going to go to the House of Representatives, where the top 3 vote getters are put up to decide by the House of Representatives, and then the House of Representatives would be like, fuck Donald. And they go, with Evan. And then Evan winds up getting the popular vote. Dark horse candidate out of nowhere. Evan McMullen succeeds. So I've heard about Evan McMullen, a former CIA guy. I've only heard him in terms of Utah, though. He's actually beating Donald Trump in Utah, Evan McMullen. He is an independent. You have Jill Stein, Ajumu Baraka, second from the bottom, okay? I think I'd rather have the very bottom or the top one or two spots. All the other ones are going to get lost. Gary Johnson, Bill Weld, and then Rocky Roque de la Fuente, Michael Steinberg. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candidates to choose from. 6 candidates. I just watched the debates and only saw 2. I just saw that Al Smith dinner and only saw 2 candidates. This actually could be a good discussion right here. But this is it. This is the only discussion I have. So we got Republicans, we got Democrats, we got Libertarian, American Delta Party, Green Party, and an independent. And I'm actually amazed that Evan McMullen got on there. So, I mean, he would have had to got 5,000 signatures. And so all these, the Libertarian and the American Delta Party, what is that? American Delta, Rocky Roque de la Fuente. I don't know what he actually represents. American Delta Airlines, the Delta to the mouth of a river. I don't know. So Republican, Democrat, Libertarian, American Delta, Green Party. We actually got 4 third-party candidates, and then the 2, duopoly candidates. And we need to smash the duopoly candidates. And then I got to choose my senator, Rand Paul or Jim Gray. And I think Rand Paul is against the war, and Jim Gray is saying we need to bomb more people. That's our Democrat. That's our Democrat here. Just like Jack Conway, just like, they're not liberals. They're not lefties, They're not speaking about, he's a gay man, too. Supposedly might have been part of the KKK. There's some leak that said he could have been part of the KKK, which I don't know. I doubt it. I don't think that blows my mind if that's true, but it's an asterisk. Okay, and then I get to choose for my United States representative for the 5th Congressional District. I got Republican Hal Rogers, or I got no Democrat. I can write in somebody or just pick Hal Rogers. I'm gonna write in my own name, okay? I don't know if I'm gonna write in my own name for all these. Because, what the fuck? We don't even have a Democrat running in the 5th District. We don't even have one Democrat who says, hey, I want to be counted. I want to change some things. Oh my God, Hal Rogers is totally for the war on drugs. He's got a big old highway out here. Everything that comes out of this guy's mouth, I can't stand. And for state senator, I got a choice, okay, for the 15th senatorial district for Frankfurt. I got a choice between the Republican Rick Girdler or nobody. I have a write-in. Rick Girdler or write-in somebody. Hal Rogers or write-in somebody. That's not the only one. These are my choices, okay? State Representative, 52nd District. This isn't actually for me. So, oh wait, Bronson North. Oh, okay. So I got, let's see, State Representative. Okay, this is for me. I got the choice between the Republican Ken Upchurch or write-in a candidate. No Democrats. No Democrats for state senator, no Democrats for state representative, and no Democrat for the 5th Congressional District for the United States government. So we don't even have a two-party system. These guys win, no matter what. They win. They're ushered in, they're shooed in. Not one single Democrat in the 52nd Representative District said, I'm going to run for office. Not one senatorial district, state senator, Democrat. It ran for office. Nobody's running against Hal Rogers. Nobody's running against Rick Girdler. And nobody's running against Ken Upchurch. Okay, so now we have the state representative, the 80th district, not me. 83rd district, not me. 85th district, not me. And so that's actually 4. We have 4 state representative districts in this county. And for those 3 choices that I just mentioned, they're also lone, only David Meade for the 80th district or a write-in candidate, no Democrat. Republican Jeff Hoover, no Democrat. And then Republican Tommy Turner, Republican. So you're going to have a seemingly Republican landslide coming out of Pulaski County, especially my district. You have no other choice. You have no other choice. You either vote for Tommy Turner, don't vote for him, or write in somebody, and I have no idea if there's any write-in campaigns. Usually not. They usually have to have a big name already by themselves. I'll look a little bit more into this just to make sure. Now, here's one more thing. For the countywide, there's the Soil and Water Conservation District Supervisors, and there's 6 choices, and I picked 4 out of them. And so out of 4 of those 6, so 2 of them are going to be eliminated, and it's a nonpartisan race, and so I do have a choice there, right? What 2 people do I want to eliminate? Jonathan Fox, Barbara Fulcher, Jack DeBoard, Don Minton, Timothy Tarter, Garnet Wilson. Who do I want to eliminate? And here's another one that I get to choose for. So the Board of Education, for the first educational division, I could choose Brandy Daniels or nobody. So again, one person for the school board. Okay, all right. And then there's another school board for a different district, another school board for another district, another school board. There's a choice, somebody in Science Hill. You got 2, Skip Norfleet or Gary W. Patrick, and Jacob Grabeel, Lenora DeBoard. Yeah, okay, and then there's Burnside City Council, then there's City Commissioners for Eubank, so that's the City Councils for Eubank, which I don't even know where Eubank is. Ferguson 8, okay, so we have the Ferguson City Council, Science Hill City, 22, part of Science Hill County, or Co. 23. So they got city commissioners, so city council for the Somerset people, the city council for Science Hill and Ferguson and Burnside and Eubank. But I'm not a part of any of these city districts, so I don't get a vote for any of them. The Board of Education, I only vote for 1 out of the Lenore DeBoard, Jacob Grabo. So there's a choice between 2 of the member boards, but that's not my district. So when it comes overall, when I go into the election booth, the only decisions that I get to make in this American democracy, the greatest democracy in all the world, a democracy that we go and bomb the shit out of other countries and we force them to live by our standards. This is the amount of choice that I get, okay? So I get to choose the president. I'm going to vote for Jill Stein. You know, I'm going to vote, my 1 vote is going to go for Jill Stein, the Green Party. And then when it comes to the United States Senator, I might vote for Rand Paul, and he's such an asshole. I don't know if I can vote for Rand Paul. I don't like either one. I'm going to vote for people. And Rand Paul, no, his demeanor pisses me off. He is too elitist. He is too stuck up. I think it was so satisfying. I remember Rand Paul ran against a guy named Gurley Martin, and he was sort of just an old man wanting to, throw his hat into the ring. He released his birth certificate. He was fun, and he should have been on the debate stage, but they never invited him. And then I just remember Rand Paul and whoever the other candidate or 1 or 2 were just looking down at this guy, Gurley Martin, saying, I deserve to be up there. I have the papers right here. And then the security guard takes him and then, pushes him out the hall. He was a Republican. There was no reason. He's not a third party. He's part of their party. He did all the same things that they did, except for he just didn't get the invite. He just didn't push himself to be a part of it. And I just remember Rand Paul's stuck-up face just kind of like looking at him with pity, like, no, you're not going to get on this stage. And then eventually the security guard took him out. Gurley Martin, check it out. And that pisses me off still today. So even though I think Rand Paul is anti-war and Jim Gray is probably more liberal. He's a gay man, but I don't know. I can't vote for either one of them. So I guess I'll write in somebody. Who do I want to write in for U.S. Senator? Okay, so I got to decide this. But I get a choice, right? I get some choice, Republican or Democrat for senator. I get a choice for president. Representative, I don't have a choice. It's just Hal Rogers. Rick Girdler is going to win the state senator. The state representative is going to be Ken Upchurch. I don't have a choice there, so congratulations to Ken Upchurch, Rick Girdler, and Hal Rogers. They've already won. We don't even need to have an election day. I don't even know why we waste the ink or the paper to put these guys' names on the ballot. Maybe it's just to show us that we don't have a real democracy. There's no choice at all. But I could choose between 6 candidates for president, or I could write in somebody. I got 2 choices for senator, or I could write in somebody. So I got 2 choices. 2 choices for who I want to be my oppressors, who's going to be my legislators, who's going to, be part of the ruling aristocracy. And I don't vote for that one or that one or that one. I do vote for the Soil and Water Conservation District Supervisor. My Board of Education is Brandy Daniels. Brandy Daniels wins automatically. And then there's Soil and Water Conservation District Supervisors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I get to eliminate 2. The Soil and Water Conservation District Supervisors, I have no idea what their actual job is. They get together and they're conserving soil and water. So they, I don't know if they're just putting out informationals and educating the public, or if they can actually go around finding people. I think that's actually one of the best things, one of the greatest things about that with Kentucky is if you're 18 years old, you can't run for city council, you can't run for mayor, you can't run for a whole slew, you can't run for any other position except for the Soil and Water Conservation District Supervisor. It's the only thing, if you're 18 years old, that you could run for. And there's 6 choices, and I get to choose 4 of those 6. And so I get to decide 2 of these people to be booted off. I don't know these people. The actual board has very little power, very little say-so over anything. Soil and water conservation, I have, I'm renting on this plot of ground here, and so I'm, whatever is washed out or whatever, they're not going to affect me. They're not going to affect me. They don't have much power. They don't have much pull. I'm not even going to look at it. I'm not even going to vote for a single one of these assholes. I don't know any of these people, so I'm not going to vote for somebody that I don't know anything. But I do have the option, okay? And that's it. That's it. This is the greatest democracy in the world. I get a vote for Soil and Water Conservation District Supervisors. I get a vote for my United States Senator. I get a choice there, and I get a choice for my president. So for 3 races, I get a choice in. And then once I vote, I give my power away to them, and then I go back being a peasant fucking nobody. So when it comes overall to democracy, this is a flash of democracy, a lightning bolt of democracy, instantaneous. Here's democracy for one day, which is not even a working day. It's on a Tuesday. So working people don't have the time or the chance, and they got to rush to the polls. I think it's 6 to 6. So either get there early in the morning or rush after work, and hopefully that the lines aren't too long and you can actually get in there. So that's the greatest democracy in the world. I'm going to vote for Jill Stein. I'm going to vote for nobody when it comes to senator. I'm going to I'll write in myself. I don't think my name will pop up. And then I'll write in Mickey Mouse, for the Soil and Water Conservation District Super. But no, I'll come up with somebody. But they'll try to invalidate it, I think they'll try to throw some shit out. So maybe I shouldn't write in. I'll write in myself for senator. I won't even mess with the Soil and Water Conservation District Supervisor. So, a write-in, my vote is going to be inconsequential. My vote for Jill Stein overall is also inconsequential, unless it's, just very close, right? As long as if it's a very close race, then maybe my vote could go one way or the other, tip the scales. Probably not. And then that's it. And this is democracy. This is the rule by the people. Rule by the people. My God, they have curbed our power so much that we are absolutely irrelevant. Emma Goldman is right. She said that if voting changed anything, then make it illegal. And I think that what people actually need is we need groups and organized groups and direct action campaigns. We need to, when one of us gets arrested, when one of us gets victimized or robbed or whatever, then we have a tribe and we all protect each other and we all got each other's back. That's what we need to do. That's more democracy. We need to have a city council. We need to have a town hall meeting where we all get together and the voice of the people is a part of the, decision-making processes. And that's a true blue democracy, like what they did with Greece. Not just the men, but have everybody. They're kind of like the Gilmore Girls. Have a town hall meeting where everybody gets together and as a town, as a collective, we all decide where we want our taxes to go. And that's more democracy. That's a pure democracy where the people actually get to choose all the issues, make all the decisions, and nothing gets by, the people that, nothing is decided without the people's approval. So, and more about democracy, just in general of how the mechanics of it work, when we all get into a group, all of our voices matter, but we all have to speak one at a time. The minority get their say, the majority get their way. We have to, people will stand up and say, this is what I believe, and give reasons for what they believe. If someone has an idea that you don't like, you got to tolerate that idea that you don't like. And if you have an idea, you get up and you speak about those ideas. So this is what democracy is supposed to be. We're not even close. We're not even close to being there. You know? Even if I was to say, I'm going to vote for the one I think's going to win, and I vote, you know, throw my fucking vote away for Trump, who's already, you know, probably already has Kentucky. So I voted for Trump. I, you know, caused about the end of the republic. But my one vote would be inconsequential. It's not going to tip the scales. So even if I vote for the ones who win, it's basically just about who, you know, what makes you feel good, and you can go around, I voted today, I'm important. Now, that's, you know, ultimately, it is our decision. It is put in front of us. Last year with our governor's race, we had 30% turnout rate. So out of 1 million voters, 2 million, 3 million voters, out of 3 million voters, I don't know, the 2 million out of 3, you know, 60 fucking percent, 70% of the people did not fucking vote for the governor. They might come out for the presidency. I'm going to vote for Trump. I'm going to vote for Hillary. I'm going to vote for Trump. I'm going to vote for Hillary. And it won't matter. You're wasting your vote if you vote for Trump or Hillary, and you're wasting your time if you even engage in democracy. I'm starting to feel more and more like Nick Cannon. Democracy ain't ever done nothing for me. Get the hell out of here. What are you talking about? I'm not even going to talk about the race. I'm not even going to talk about these people. I'm going to organize direct action campaigns. I'm going to organize my tribe, and I'm going to organize my group. And that is democracy. That's the democracy that I got. These are my people. This is my crew. And we got each other's back. We look for jobs. We care about each other. If we need a place to stay, we got each other's back. And that's so much more effective. That covers so much more ground. All this does, this insignificant, this irrelevant and insignificant, inconsequential election, all it does is it makes people angry at each other, and people are pissed off, and ultimately it don't even matter. It don't even fucking matter. It don't even fucking matter. So yeah, Jill Stein. You're the only one I'm going to vote for, baby. Love you, Jill Stein. That's pretty disappointing. This is the greatest democracy ever. Now, I'll say one more thing, okay? I think I would actually appreciate the election a little bit more because I've been sort of a rambling man. I haven't been able to find a job, and I can't settle in any place. You have to stay at least in one spot for a year. By the time the election happens, so you have to be there for the year preceding for mayor, city council, some other places, some other races, and then you can actually become a candidate. And if you're a candidate, well, that changes the entire game now, doesn't it? If you're a candidate, now let's say if I had been in Pulaski County for a year, and I've been here since January, but that's not a whole year. And so when it comes down to, you know, the United States representative, could I just throw my hat in the ring, just put my name on the thing and see what happens? Yeah, I think that would have been easy to do. State senator, state representative. So I'm fuck all the Democrats. All the Democrats in Pulaski County, you guys are embarrassing. Y'all couldn't even find one fucking person to raise their hand. You couldn't even find one person, not one person to raise their hand. I mean, filing fees, what, $50? Just nominate somebody, get together. That's another thing you could do as a group. Decide who you want and then try to get them to jump in. And even if you don't get them, one of your crew can jump in. But I would have done that if I had been here, so then that would have changed the thing a little bit, and then I could campaign and try to get people to go vote for me. Or even if I didn't campaign, even if I did, you know, getting your name on the ballot, I was on the Nader campaign, and that's what we spent all of our time and effort on, just getting his name on the ballot. And then he tried to, you know, get in the media and try to get some coverage. But we spent all of our time just for ballot access. So just getting the name on the ballot that's 90% of the entire process. The name is on the ballot. People can go there. They can vote for one or the other. And Fred Tuttle, he had run in Vermont, and he actually won until he like stepped down. But he said he was an old farmer, and he was like, I'll let the media come to me, and I'll talk to them that way. And of course, the media, just a bunch of animals. They just want to take people down. But that was effective. He actually wound up winning by doing that. So you could throw your name out there, say, here's what I believe in, and then let the chips fall where they may. Let bygones be bygones. Let people vote for who they want to vote for. So some people might say that's not a serious campaign. I think they would be right, but there would be a chance. There would be a chance of a Democrat possibly being the state senator or the state representative or the U.S. representative in Congress, we do have a choice for senator. But for those three major races, for our senator and for our representative in Frankfort, a Democrat will not win, no chance in hell. They won't even get a fucking single vote. They're irrelevant. They don't even matter. It don't even matter. You're wasting your vote if you vote for either one of these guys. All Ken Upchurch needs to do is go and check his name, and he's won. That's all he has to do. Nobody has to go and vote for him. Nobody does. And so that's the situation that we're faced with right now. You have three, if I had been here for a longer time and I'd been able to put my name and I'd been able to campaign, I think that the process would be a little bit more meaningful, but it's very selfish. I would get the power, and then you get the power to what? To be a legislator, to be a part of a block of voters that will just do what the House leadership does. But you know what? They're talking about trying to take the House. The Democrats were wanting to take the House of Representatives, or the Republicans are trying to take it. So I think to have some challengers there, just to have a fucking name in there, I think would have changed the debate somewhat. And if you could have got a serious person or somebody that could have campaigned or put their name out there, then you actually have the opportunity to get, Democrat or a Green Party person or a American Delta person in office. But where we're at now, there's no chance in hell. There's no chance in hell. So me, as I am now, not a person campaigning, not a politician trying to gain power. Me as just a man, just a peasant. I got one choice that I get to make. That's depressing, man. And that's fucking depressing. So, and I'll do it because I believe in democracy and I believe in voting. But that is, it's embarrassing. It's shameful. And all this hullabaloo for this. I shave my legs for this.